In 2020, Oscarson and colleagues studied over 1,000 people to understand what makes New Year's resolutions stick and how support affects our success. The study divided participants into 3 groups. Active control received minimal guidance. Some support got monthly check-ins and helpful strategies, while extended support received detailed instructions and frequent follow-ups. Physical health topped the list at 33%, followed by weight loss at 20% and eating habits at 13%, with the remaining categories ranging from self-improvement down to love and engagement at just 1% each. Across all groups, 55% of participants successfully maintained their resolutions for the entire year. Goals focused on achieving something positive succeeded nearly 59% of the time, while goals aimed at avoiding negatives only reached 47%. Think of approach-oriented goals like a donkey happily moving toward a carrot. You're drawn forward by something you want. Avoidance goals work differently, like fleeing from a threat. You're running away from something you fear, rather than moving toward what you desire. When you pursue positive outcomes, your brain activates reward networks, positive emotions, and flexible control systems that work together to keep you motivated. Avoiding negatives instead recruits anxiety circuits, vigilance networks, and rigid cognitive control, a less effective combination for sustained motivation. Sakaki's 2024 brain imaging study examined how these different strategies actually change activity in the striatum and ventromedial prefrontal cortex. 20 young adults lay in an MRI scanner, pressing a button to stop a timer within 50 milliseconds of the 5-second mark. In the approach block, they gained points for success. In avoidance, they lost points for failure. And in control, they simply pressed the button without any stakes. Researchers used 3 methods to analyze the brain data. Univariate analysis compared conditions, functional connectivity mapped network interactions, and representational similarity analysis revealed pattern differences. Participants reported feeling more excited and engaged when pursuing rewards in the approach condition. The avoidance condition triggered more anxiety and disappointment, creating a less pleasant emotional experience. Surprisingly, both approach and avoidance strategies activated the reward network at similar overall levels. Yet the striatum and ventromedial prefrontal cortex showed distinct patterns that separated approach from avoidance at a deeper level. Beyond core reward areas, the lateral occipital gyrus, hippocampus, cerebellum, and brainstem all processed success and failure differently depending on strategy, possibly explaining why approach goals feel more sustainable. These brain scans highlight where success beats failure in approach contexts, where failure activates more in avoidance, and where the approach advantage is strongest. Back to the Oscarson study, researchers discovered something unexpected about how much support actually helps. The some support group outperformed the extended support group, showing that moderate help works better than intensive intervention. The active control group with minimal support did worse than some support, confirming that a little help goes a long way. Too many goals and interim deadlines may actually increase the potential for failure by overwhelming you with noise and redundancy. People who stuck with their resolutions reported stronger self-efficacy, believing more in their ability to accomplish what they set out to do. Successful participants also rated their overall quality of life significantly higher than those who gave up. Even those who didn't fully succeed showed reduced procrastination, suggesting that simply engaging with goals brings psychological benefits. Let's wrap up with 4 practical strategies you can use for your own goals. Set realistic goals in which you are ideally moving towards a specific positive outcome. This approach keeps you motivated and strengthens your brain's reward circuits. Keep track of your progress, but don't micromanage everything to the point where you overburden yourself with increased failure potential. Find your own balance. If you falter, it's okay. You're only human. But try and resolve the root causes of your shortcomings to build resilience for next time. Just like Odysseus, you need some support. Not too much, but not too little either. Perhaps a friend who checks in, or reminders that keep the bigger picture in view.